single track here, giving you more service basics, easy tips and tricks to keep you going. Today, we're going to work on suspension setup, inflating or deflating to proper PSI, and setting adjustments such as compression and rebound to the right settings. So today, I've got a Trek Fuel EX8 in the stand. If you're a Trek customer, you can go to Trek's suspension setup website, which is suspension.trekbikes.com. You can find your model and year. They'll then prompt you to enter in your weight. I'm 182. Beefcake by cycling standards. So once you set that up, it will give you the recommended inflation, compression, and rebound settings. You will need 2 hands and a shock pump. Shock pump's very important. Shock pumps are different than regular floor or frame pumps in that they are low volume, high pressure. Do not attempt to hook up a conventional pump to your suspension. It will not go well. Using your one of 2 hands, locate your valve cap, usually on the non-drive side of the crown in the upper portion of your fork. Unscrew your valve cap. Locate the valve cap on your rear shock. Unscrew that valve cap. We're going to start with the rear shock. According to suspension.trekbikes.com, this rear shock needs to be set to 185 pounds of pressure. Take your shock pump, thread the pump head onto the valve until you get a reading on your shock pump. And we're going to take this from 160 to 185 pounds of pressure. Okay to go over by 2 to 5 pounds, as unscrewing the pump head will cause a slight loss of pressure, 1 to 4 pounds. Unthread the pump head. Thread your valve cap back on. Okay. According to the manufacturer's website, the rebound needs to be set to 6 clicks out. What does out mean? Take your rebound adjustment, which is the red ring, thread it all the way in, it clicks and indexes, and then count back 6 index clicking points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 clicks. Should be set up. Moving on to front suspension. Trek recommends 85 PSI and 6 clicks out. Take your shock pump. Thread the pump head onto the valve until you see a reading. And we're going from about 71 to 85. Away we go. And again, okay to go over by 2 to 5 PSI, as there is some loss in pressure. All right. Unthread the pump head from the air valve. Replace your valve cap. Don't thread that on too hard. You don't want it seized. And the recommended rebound setting is 7 clicks out. Rebound is down here. You can see the manufacturer puts a sticker on there explaining what happens when you turn this one way or the other. Rebound adjust, negative, positive. So we're gonna screw that clockwise all the way in and count 7 clicks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 clicks. Once everything's inflated, you'll want to hop on. And the basics of what you're looking for is that it is balanced front to back. If the rear feels a little squishier than the front, add more air pressure to the rear. Conversely, if the rear is stiffer than the front, take a little pressure out. That feels good, nice and balanced. So there you have it, suspension setup 101.